Okay, so here we have some wool, merino wool yarn, and it's worsted weight. I have cut off, I think you're really supposed to tear the yarn apart because they want you to have the little frayed ends here so that when you join the pieces together, it's, it connects easier. But this is just demonstration, so we're going to thread our yarn. Oops. We're going to thread it the correct way. Thread it like so. And this is just a tapestry needle. You're really supposed to use a Nalbinding needle, but I haven't got one of those yet. So when I get one, I'll show you how I do it with that, but it's not much different. Okay, so this end is my working yarn. This end is where the stitches are going to start. So you start by putting the opposite end of yarn in your hand like so. Hold on to it. Take the working end, wrap it around your thumb twice towards your arm. Take your forefinger to control the stitches. Then we need to secure this because this stitch is not secure. It's just basically this tail end here that we're holding in place. So we need to make a secure stitch and secure that end. So what I'm going to do is take the needle, go under the first two stitches, kind of loosen it a little, twist it around, and push it back under. And it's a little tight, the first time, so you got to work it a little bit, but you pull it through. And when you're pulling it through, you're going to get another loop here, okay? Which is what you want, because that is going to be your new stitch. So now I've got two secure stitches on my thumb, okay? And I can just keep holding this for now so that the tail's out of the way. And make sure that you keep securing the stitches on your finger with your forefinger so that they don't slide around too much. And if your stitches get too loose, you can always tug on the ends and pull it tight a little bit. So at this point, what we want to do is make sure this working yarn, bring it behind your thumb and to the left of your stitches. It always has to be right there, over and to the left, okay? Because this is how you work your stitches when you're doing the Oslo stitch. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the first stitch. You can pull it off, twist it around, and push the needle through under that second stitch and under the working yarn as well, okay? And when you pull it through, you are going to get another stitch. But if you notice, you're always going to have two stitches. That's what's kind of neat about this. You're always going to have just two stitches on your thumb at all times. And the fabric is actually, see these loops? You're going to get little loops in the back, which is fine, because that's going to be the little knots that are going to form the fabric, and it's going to grow and grow. So we'll do this again. We're going to, just kind of secure it with our forefinger, and we're going to take that first loop, go under, take it off, twist the stitch around, go under the second stitch and the working yarn, pull through, and then you want to make sure that that new stitch always is to the left. The newest stitch that you put on should always be to the left. On the end, this fabric, these little ringlets that are starting to form, and it'll just keep growing as you do more stitches. demonstration there. I apologize. Like I said, I am not an expert. This was just my take on it from working all night last night and trying to get that stitch down so that I could show you what I have learned. The fabric looks a bit like this. So there's all these little interlocking loops. They make little knots. And the fabric is really secure. So it takes quite a bit of time to do, but you know, I love it because it's it seems like such an old ancient art form that I thought was lost. It's really not, but one that I think we should definitely keep going. There's a lot more stitches other than just the Oslo Stitch, so I'll post some videos to that, and you can learn from the really great people that I saw online who taught me. As far as shop updates go, I have been spinning super bulky yarn. This is my Modesty colorway. It's got a lot of pastel colors. It's just real delicate. A lot of some pinks that fade into blues and grays, and we've got some taupe in there, and it's real squishy and soft and lofty, and it's about, what did I make this? It's about 60 yards, and it is perfect, like probably for a cowl or a hat or even a little quick scarf. I'm also making some very, very special bulky weight yarns. This is undyed. I just spun this. I am going to hand dye them. As far as the colors, I don't know yet. Usually it's whatever inspires me at the moment. I'm pretty spontaneous like that. So, super big. This is similar to like, I would say it's bigger than, it's closer to Cascade Magnum than it would be to Malabrigo Rasta. So if you're looking for some super thick squishy yarn, this is Corriedale, but it is very soft. Very, very soft, single ply, lofty, soft, like pencil roving yarn. If you have any colorways that you would like to see before I start my dye process this week, let me know in the comments below so that I have an idea of what you're looking for, and I will try to oblige. Because honestly, I do not know what colors I'm going to dye this in. I tend to go for colors that I like most of the time, just colors that I think are pretty, which mostly end up being popular colors, but every once in a while, you know, something I like may not be something somebody else likes so much. So it's nice to hear different opinions as to what you would like to see in particular. So let me know. And I will begin my dyeing this week, and I'll take a look, and then you can check out my shop. It's maelstromfiberarts.com, or you can find me on Etsy, and you'll be able to find these yarns there in about a week. Yeah, about a week, because I'll be dyeing it this week. I usually get them finished pretty quickly. This doesn't take me much time at all, believe it or not. So just the dyeing and drying the yarn takes a little bit more time, but not much. So let me know what you think, and let me know what you think about Nalbinding, if you're going to try it, if you're interested in doing it, or if it's something that you have been doing for a while and you have some information, or you want to tell me what I did wrong. I am always open for knowledge and suggestions. So I take criticism. You know, it's all a learning experience for me, so I don't get offended. So if you know all about Nalbinding and you want to chime in and tell me how it's done and what I did wrong, I'm all ears. So I hope you guys have a crafty day, and I thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.